Hello celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Simone, and here on my channel I offer spiritual guidance to empower my celestial beings and heart-centered energy healing to help you align with your higher self. So if that is something that you might be interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. Today's pick a card reading I'm super excited to announce is another collab. I've been doing these every month and I get to collaborate with a bunch of other amazing tarot readers here on YouTube. They're a great group of intuitive readers and I love watching all their readings for each one of these collabs that we do. And thanks to V Love and Tarot, who puts together these collabs every month. Her channel will be linked below along with all of the other readers who are part of this collab. And for this particular pick a card reading, we are diving into your soul's path. What are you being guided to pursue in this lifetime? What is your soul leading you towards? Try not to think too much of this as a specific career path. It could involve a lot of different careers, but ultimately this is going to be what your soul wants you to know about the path that you're walking on in this lifetime. So be sure to check out all of the other tarot readers down below. I will be listing them on the screen so you can see all of the different channels that are a part of this collab. And if you want to get as many messages as possible all about your soul's path, be sure to check out the other channels after you've watched this reading. And if you are coming from one of those other channels, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out this reading. I'm super excited to have you all here. And if you're as excited as I am, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let's dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is the blue Goldstone. Pile number 2 is a Amethyst. Pile number 3 is the Kyanite with ruby. And pile number 4 is the Smokey Quartz. Now's your opportunity to pause the video if you need to and take as much time as you need to find which pile or piles most resonate with you. You can take a deep breath, meditate on the piles, see which one you are most drawn to, not just based on the crystal, but also by your gut feeling. Once you have found your pile, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for each one of these readings. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so keep the messages that resonate with you and to leave the rest. Those are most likely for somebody else who also chose that pile, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason, so be sure to watch the reading all the way through to the end so that you can receive the message or messages that drew you to that pile. And you can also check out multiple piles if you are drawn to more than one of these readings. Okay, let's not waste any more time. I can't wait to dive into your reading. Head on down into the description box below where you can find the timestamps for each one of these readings, and I will see you over at your reading. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile right here with the blue Goldstone on it. So I'm going to, ooh, look, you can see the sparkle in it a little bit. All right, I'm gonna set your stone aside. Let's just set it right here so we can dive on into your tarot cards first and get some messages all about your soul path. Let's see what your higher self wants to let you know about that path that you are on in this lifetime. All right, let's start with your tarot cards first. We have the Wheel of Fortune and it says fate. Oh, so we're really tapped in right now to your soul's path and your destiny. We have the 5 of Cups with hope. We have the 10 of Cups with joyfulness. We have the Death card with rebirth as the message. Okay. And actually, I'm going to also pull out your oracle card that's waiting right here, and let's read what that says. We have you got the love. Oh my gosh, yes, this is a message I was getting, especially from these 10 of Cups, this 10 of Cups and 5 of Cups. We have you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So what I'm hearing about for you, group 1, immediately, and we will pull some further cards, but let's just tap into these first, your tarot here. We're seeing that a lot of fortune and a lot of good luck comes from the amount of emotional and emotional depth and connections that you make in this lifetime. There's a lot of not only healing energy in this reading that I'm sensing, but also empathic energy, empathic energy. So I'm sensing that many of you in this first group are empaths. You're very sensitive to other people's energies. You may be a natural healer, but this energy that you know, this is the power of love. Empaths can control and harness the power of love and the energy of love. And use that to not only connect with others, but to heal them and also to heal yourself. So your soul's path, I'm sensing, does have to do with being an empath, being a sensitive in this lifetime, and finding your power through that sensitivity. I'm seeing with the Death card, I feel as though for this group, just kind of seeing like a timeline of your life, as well as with the cycles that the Wheel of Fortune brings, the wheel of life turning around and around. I feel as though this group is in this lifetime, or I feel like many of you have already undergone a huge transformation that started from a childhood loss or some really big loss in your life that caused you to, although you did have such, you know, deep mourning, deep sense of grieving during that time period, or maybe even you find multiple time periods you can recall, you know, deep emotional struggle and rebirth. You know, this kind of like going through an emotional hardship to then transform and rise from the flames as a phoenix, you know, evolved from these experiences to be able to have an even deeper level of empathy and understanding for others, as well as a stronger connection to unconditional love or divine love that connects you with source energy. And this is like that sensitivity again. You know, sensitivity shouldn't be seen as a weakness. I consider myself to be sensitive. And to me, that really just allows you to tune into energies at such a finite level that no other people cannot experience. You know, many other people don't have that level of awareness and attunement to emotion, to the energy around you, even other people's emotions and feelings that you do. Because of that, it's both like a burden, but also can be used as an empowering moment with the Death card. So this is kind of what you are learning in this lifetime in order to transform, rise above, and become empowered. So you got the Love is telling me the universe is always there for you. The power of source energy is always there for you, and you have a very strong connection to it. I find that being an empath myself, having gone through a similar path as this one, and I know many empaths do, you know, many sensitive people do go through similar paths as what I've described. And the only way to really overcome that sensitivity, or, you know, like find your power through your empathic abilities, is by connecting to divine source love, because that's where you're going to find your energy. Then you're not pulling from your own energies, you're pulling from the infinite energy of divine love. So keep that in mind. That may be something you're still working on. It may be something you've already transformed into fully. Of course, we're always expanding, we're always learning and growing. So I feel like that journey really never ends. But this group, you know, you are leveling up through these sensitive energies and the ability to tap into those and connect with others at a very deep level. You know, empaths often, and you may resonate with this as well, as empaths often find that people just, you know, either open up to you very easily or randomly. People feel like they can trust you. They always go to you to listen to them and offer a kind ear, you know, and offer empathy, because you have such a power of empathy. So never feel like this is a weakness. This is just your soul's path guiding you into these transformations. And I will say too, when I see the Death card, you know, as this big rebirth energy, you know, this is going to be an extreme experience for you if you have not already gone through this experience. But the reason this is coming up is to confirm for you that this is part of your soul's path. You know, your higher self has come here to experience some of these transformations, to really elevate you and level you up, to fortune, because I do see that the outcome of going through this and embracing this process is fortune. So in other words, it's good luck, it's connection to the divine that then leads to being aligned with the manifestations that you want, no longer feeling drained by others, feeling connected to that infinite source of divine love. Okay, wow. So let's keep going. We're going to pull some more oracle cards, see if any other messages come through, any other important themes. Those are just the initial messages that I was sensing. So let's shuffle for you some oracle cards. What else does group 1 need to know? The first one we got, well, I'm going to pull another card for you from this deck as well. Okay, yep, here we go. So these are some messages, some guidance for my group 1s. We have pilgrimage. She'll show it to you and then I'll just read it. Okay, pilgrimage, you are on a journey to your own greatness. That's this Wheel of Fortune. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. What a perfect card, especially for the topic of this reading, just in general. But also a perfect card for this group because yes, you are on this journey. This journey cannot be rushed. And the outcome is your own greatness. So as I mentioned, you know, you are becoming this beautifully attuned, aligned, powerful, sensitive individual who's able to harness the energy of divine love. And this is what your soul is longing. It says your soul is longing to find the way. You came here for this higher path. It can be challenging at times, and it can also be challenging being somebody who has such depth of an emotion, you know, such depth can be challenging because you take things very, you know, you not only just feel the emotion, like you feel like the energy behind it, you feel others' emotions, that layers, you know, those feelings layer on each other. You can feel the emotions of the planet, of the earth in such an acute way. So that's why, you know, this is a process of leveling up. It kind of forces us, when we have that level of sensitivity, it really forces us to find the connection to the divine, you know. That's why we end up on these paths as empaths. You also have elegance, which you may find a connection with swans actually. I feel like I'm getting drawn to that swan energy, but also the energy of elegance is represented in the swan. So this could be a spirit guide for you in the near future. Or already, maybe that resonates for you already. But we have, it is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom, be the swan on the water and glide. The energy of this card is such a beautiful, like go with the flow of the energy. And I also am getting this kind of like sensation of opening up your crown chakra to allow this light, this divine love and light, you've got the love, remember, to enter into you rather than feeling like you have to go it alone, and opening up to the flow of the universe and trusting in that effortlessness, that ease, that elegance of just floating through the water, gliding and being the swan that glides across the water effortlessly and also allows the current to pull it along so that you're not struggling, so that you're not trying to be everything for everyone. So this is something that maybe your soul is working through in this lifetime. All right, let's see some more oracle cards and messages for my group 1s. What else does group 1 need to learn? Now, I'm also being drawn back again to this card because we didn't yet mention boundaries. Okay, oh my gosh, surrender. We have inspiration. I feel as though part of the lesson here as well as empaths is learning boundaries, because as empaths, we can want to, you know, be, as I mentioned before, it's kind of be everything for everyone. We empathize with everyone and what they're going through, and we try to be so much for everybody else. And sometimes we can just kind of overexert ourselves, you know? So I feel as though this part of your soul path is to learn through your journey how to set energetic boundaries, because you may even be, you know, sometimes we could pick up on energy of other people who aren't even in the room with us. They're not even nearby. We just have a connection to them. Even for me, when I do a reading for somebody who I've never met before I even get on the Zoom with them, or before I even tap into their energy to shuffle for their cards and their deck, I feel their energy and I could tap into that. And so if you're feeling that, but you're not aware of it, that can be challenging. You know, a lot of this, and this message is coming through too, because I was just seeing some people, you know, some people talking about, I think it was online, but anyway, they were posting about how anxiety and having psychic abilities or sensitivity to energy, how they go hand in hand for a lot of people. So if you do struggle with anxiety, some of that may be resolved, maybe not for everybody, but some of that could be resolved if you are more aware of your abilities and when you're tapping into other people's energy, because really the awareness of it and knowing is what helps you to heal, is what helps you to separate yourself from those energies. So that's what I have found personally. Maybe it doesn't work for everybody, but I find that that really is at the core of why we take on other people's energies. I've helped other people who kind of struggle with that as well, to become aware of when they're taking somebody else's energy on, so that then you can make the conscious decision to say, oh, okay, that's not my energy. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna release that. So, all right, let's keep going. We have Portal. Wow, look at that, surrender, which I feel as though surrender is, again, connected to this go with the flow energy, surrendering to the universe, giving up the energy in your body that has like gotten stuck there or accumulated. Like I'm seeing layers of maybe other people's energy or things that you've taken on as your own burden to bear. Surrendering that to the universe, giving that up to the universe. And if you're wondering how you can really do that, like for real, like sometimes it's easy to say like, okay, surrender to the universe, and it makes sense, or it's like good advice, you know, but how do you actually do that? Surrendering to the universe is saying, I don't know what to do. It's like admitting that we don't know what to do, right? Like it's admitting that we can't figure everything out, or like giving up control. And sometimes you just have to say that out loud, you know, like I give up. I don't, you know, in the sense of like, I give up trying to control this situation, right? Like I can't control everything, and that's okay. And accepting that. And then what you do as soon as you let that go is you can then ask the universe to help you. You know, you can say, okay, I give up. I can't figure this out. I need some help, right? Like that immediately, just stating that, your words have power. Just stating that alone gives such relief. Okay. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful. And helps you to shift mindsets too. We also have inspiration and portal. So this isn't all about just, I guess like emotional release. Your soul's path, I feel, is also about, again, I feel with this portal, I keep seeing your crown chakra opening up. This is a spiritual group whose destiny, and also I feel whose soul's path is to become an enlightened being that can then help others and inspire others through your journey. So I see, oh, and wow, look at how this is kind of like this is what I'm seeing over your crown chakra, is this opening with the purple. And look at how the rainbow's coming in. Oh my gosh, like I've never looked at this card this way before. And these cards I actually made myself. So these are my Oracle deck, the Celestial Rose Oracle deck. And I made them with the intention of having enough energy behind them and imagery that they can kind of spark your intuition. And they're somewhat abstract too, but they all have roses and the universe. So you can see that here. You can see that with the rose and the portal, the rainbow. This is your crown chakra opening up. Like that's part of the destiny, but that means so much more, right? It means connecting to divine love. It means connecting to the universe itself, and then being able to inspire others and create those connections. Because you have the 10 of Cups. That is a very strong family, friends, community type of card, where you connect all those things together. Like you inspire others just with your energy alone. So I do feel as though this is bringing a lot of joyfulness, right? Joy. And it is your fate to be fortunate in that way, to be happy, to be at ease, and to be connected to divine love. Okay, so let's finish up with one final oracle card for my group ones. I love this message. I love this energy. I feel, just reading your energy, group one, I feel wisdom. I feel like ancient wisdom and guidance and mentorship. And you may already feel this, but you know, feeling like you're an old soul and that you were meant here to guide others, but wanting to perfect yourself first. Like you're the type of person who doesn't want to pretend like you know it all. You have this deep sense of wisdom and connectivity, but you're not gonna like push it on anybody else, especially when you know you're working on yourself in some other ways. But I'm here to kind of give you a little bit of a nudge, because you should always listen to your own intuition about this. But I do feel like you have a lot to offer now where you're at, because I feel like you have a lot of experience and wisdom to share with others who could use it. And even though, you know, you may never stop working on yourself, I do feel like this group is very introspective, and you do tap into, you know, you may meditate on certain things or journal or just kind of be very aware of your inner world and your, you know, maybe doing reflection, you know, and constantly kind of self-inquiring about your past or spirituality and learning, like kind of like reading spiritual help, you know, self-help types of books, or diving deep into your own psychology, like things like that. I feel like this group really dives deep with that in order to improve yourself so you can be better for other people, and of course be better for yourself, you know, be more connected to that self-love. But yeah, I feel like you may take for granted how much you have learned in this lifetime already that you do bring to the table. Like this group is the type of mentor that never like makes you feel dumb when you're like, you know, some teachers are like, they like purposefully are kind of like rude when they're teaching you something, like they feel superior. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like this group doesn't have that superiority complex where even though you do know more than other people about the spiritual realm and about connecting to your higher self, or just like connecting to yourself, you're not the type of person to like push that on somebody else and like point out their ignorance or something rude like that. I don't know why that's coming through. That's just maybe you guys resonate with that feeling that, you know, you empathize with others. Seek beauty with the numbers 4 came out, and I do feel like there's one other card. So let's pull that other card. But just to kind of clarify or like tap into the energy of seek beauty is, I feel as though when you see the beauty of nature, the beauty of the world, and nature was also mentioned in this card too, because it says it is found in nature. Oh, if it is found in the beauty of nature, yes. So I feel as though this group, you connect very deeply with nature and with animals. And I think, like, I see you every time going into nature, instantly reconnecting with the divine love, and like instantly downloading and opening your crown chakra through nature, through like appreciating beauty. Because there's a few ways to kind of look at nature and appreciate the beauty. Some people look at it and immediately label everything in their minds, and they never really actually experience the beauty of it. They just say, oh, that's a tree. And then they get caught up, you know, the label of the tree gets stuck between them and actually experiencing the tree itself. You guys, when you're in nature, you just like, you meld with the energy of it because you're so aligned with it. And I think too, if you haven't been in nature for a while, this group really needs to make a priority to do that. I think that's really going to help you on your soul path to continue to level up and expand. Oh, okay. Yes, this is the perfect one to end on. We have be true to your heart. Your heart, group 1, is your power. Okay, your heart chakra. That's the heart. The heart chakra is the healer's chakra, you know? And this is a healing group. We also have love and heart. I feel too that for this group, romantic relationships reach a very deep level as well. You may already be connected with a soulmate or twin flame. You know, I feel like partnerships for you are deep connections. You know, you don't have superficial relationships with people. You have deep, deep connections. So I also feel this card, again, empowering you and your emotions, being a key component to your abilities, your psychic abilities, your empathic and healing abilities. That is a key component of it, group 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that is going to do it for your reading, group 1. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. Please take a moment to give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't done already, and subscribed to the channel so you can join our family of celestial beings. Before I end this reading too, I do want to mention all of the amazing collaborators who are linked down in the description box below with each of their videos on this topic. They each have a pick a card reading for you, waiting to offer you even more messages. So be sure to do that next. And if you are interested in finding out about the readings that I offer, you can head on down into the description box to find a link to my readings. And I also am offering a free ebook if you are interested in learning more about tapping into your healing energy. That is a free ebook that you can download right now off of my website. If you're interested, I do offer a lot of tips and my own experiences as well. That's gonna do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. Their pile right here with the Chevron Amethyst. So I'm just going to set your stone aside so that let's just put it right here so we can dive on into your reading. We're going to start off with your tarot cards first. So let's dive on into these. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Cups with playfulness. And we have the 2 of Pentacles with ambition. All right, so, and I'm gonna finish up too with a oracle card, which says, and I'll show you in a second, child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Whoa, okay. Oh, and I love how just like amazing, like the galaxy and her, like it's almost like her heart chakra is glowing, but just like the energy running through her too. Okay, let's see what these messages, what energy these messages provide. We're seeing mental conflict as well with 9 of Swords, growth with Queen of Pentacles, playfulness with Page of Cups, and ambition for 2 of Pentacles. So I'm hearing, the first thing I'm hearing for this group is balance. And I'm also hearing there's like reconciling as well with the 2 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. We have, okay, so I feel as though this group, now remember that a soul path doesn't necessarily have to do with careers, because we can have multiple careers throughout a lifetime. We're really tapping into what your higher self wants you to know about the path that you came here to walk. What were the lessons? You know, we're seeing lessons here, the energy behind your soul's path and what you're being guided towards. And I feel as though there's this balance between, what I'm hearing is there's this balance between what you want to do and how you see yourself versus how other people see you. So there's this energy of both the Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel as though in this lifetime, you may feel this disconnection from your childhood self. I'm getting this sense of like rediscovering your soul. almost like a spiritual path that we're all kind of on to an extent, right? So we're all here to remember who we truly are. And that ultimately is that we are connected to source, that we are in control of our reality. And I feel as though for you, there's specifically the balance between either what is your career, how it represents you, how you appear to others, the judgment of others, and trying to live up to that judgment, and returning to the self-love of your childhood. I feel as though when we're born, when we're kids, we don't really think about how other people are judging us too much. We're just our authentic self. And that's who we are, and we're okay with it. We don't feel like we're lesser than, to an extent. I mean, at a very young age, I mean, maybe later on in life, we start to feel that, we start to feel judged. But I feel as though this group's message is to remember that you are a child. Oh, and I just realized it says child of the cosmos. You are a child of the cosmos. You might get off of this path at some point, or you may find yourself getting off of that path from time to time. That, remembering that you are a child of the cosmos first and foremost. And there's a message here to not get caught up in the little things, to not get caught up in little judgments here and there, where we feel that either other people are judging us, or because with the Nine of Swords, this card can mean that you're your own worst critic. Oops, sorry. That you're your own worst critic. Like that message could come through sometimes with this card. So if that resonates with you, the message here is that you are a child of the cosmos, and ultimately judging yourself is unfair. And that your true power comes from finding who you really are, your authentic self, prior to all the pressure to be a certain way. I know it sounds obvious, but sometimes we need that reminder. And because this message is coming through, because you chose this pile, this message, you may need to hear this right now, is that you're judging yourself too harshly. I see with the Queen of Pentacles and with the Two of Pentacles that there's a lot you want to accomplish in this life. And there's a lot that you're going to accomplish. I mean, this group really is going to go far in your careers, in your accomplishments, in your achievements. You may already have a long list of achievements that other people would just want to have. Like other people look at you and they're like, wow, this person has done so much in their life. They've accomplished so much. Maybe you've made money, or that's kind of like your trajectory is completing projects, advancing in your career, getting promotions, starting your own business, being a business owner, being self-employed, going to school. Maybe you have a high level of education. This group is going places. This group is, if you haven't already made all these achievements, like this group is going places. But ultimately, it's important to return, because this is your soul's path. It's important to return back to the energy behind these achievements as well. Because the energy and the intention and the authenticity behind these achievements is what makes or breaks your mental state, for lack of a better word or description. Like, that's what the swords are. This is our mind acting up. And these swords can just, pierce our mind and keep us worrying or questioning things, questioning ourselves, judging ourselves. They can, take up all of our focus if we're worried about how others are perceiving us. Coming back again to the playfulness, right? Like making sure that what you're doing, you're having fun with, making sure that you're not doing it for anybody else, in the sense that you're not doing it just to impress somebody else, or just because, maybe we think that other people will like us more. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're not going to change certain people's mind about you no matter what you do, right? Like it's a sad truth that, you know, some people, maybe it's our parents, maybe it's our family, they're just never going to give us the credit for what we've accomplished, right? Like some people are like that. So at the end of the day, you have yourself and your own mind, right? To either support you or to be against you. So I hope this message is coming through clearly, in that this is your reminder that your soul's path is not just to accomplish all the things on the external level, which you're going to do really well at. For, you know, look at, I mean, we have ambition here with Two of Pentacles, but I feel like this is you just like killing it, right? Like work-life balance, you know, getting things done, being an achiever, being motivated. But the soul's path that we're talking about includes the external material accomplishments in the 3D realm, as well as the 5D, as well as all the dimensions beyond that, where we've started as the child of the cosmos, and a reminder to remember what the energy is behind all these things. So you may need a wellness check, self-care check. You know, sometimes it's a matter of not necessarily stopping these thoughts or arguing with these thoughts either, because if we have that inner dialogue with ourselves of like, don't think that, don't do that, that's wrong, that's bad, you know, that just gives more focus to the thoughts, and then you end up like increasing and giving them more energy, really. You know, it's not about that. It's about not judging them at all, letting them go and not taking them on as an identity. That's when they get power, right? Like, don't believe everything you think. Because if you believe everything you think, all the thoughts that come up, you take them on as identities and beliefs about yourself, rather than just that they just could be a random thought that means absolutely nothing. So let's keep going. I think that's, I think I've said enough for these cards, and I'm sure other messages are going to come through. So let's see what else the universe wants to talk about. Child of the Cosmos, pile number 2. What else do they need to hear right now? Hopefully my messages are coming through clearly. I always want the best for you guys, always coming from a place of, you know, the intention of just uplifting you guys and bringing that positive energy. So let's see what other messages are coming through. All right, integrity. All right, this is some confirmation about what I was mentioning, as, you know, being authentic to yourself. So let's bring what this message says. It has a cute little dragon on it. Maybe it's not little, but it's a cute green dragon, and this beautiful blue color. All right, let's see. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. Guys, I can't make this up, right? I don't know if you guys were getting that message, but that's what I was mentioning before, is making sure that the intentions behind what you're doing is from your own truth and not living for somebody else, not living for other people's expectations. Now, just to kind of connect it back to make sure we're all on the same pages, your soul's path is what you are learning in this lifetime, what you are mastering in this lifetime. So this message, this energy, this integrity, you know, like gaining integrity, finding authenticity within yourself, this is a lifetime experience. And maybe you have multiple experiences and lessons to learn in this lifetime, but the one that's coming through right now is about integrity, is about living for yourself. All right, so that's why this is part of your soul path reading. This is the challenges that we face in our lifetime force us to learn these lessons. Okay, this card also wants to come through. Healing. It says, and I'll show it to you in a second. I'm just going to read it for you. Bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. All right, I see this healing. I mentioned we have mental conflicts right here, right? So there's healing. I mean, what's interesting, like, check this out. Like, this blue card matches with this blue card. We mentioned this is your authentic self, your childhood self, matching with the integrity. And look at this. healing is purple and it matches with mental conflict. So these, you know, this is where we're kind of focusing here, is on what needs to be healed and how to heal it. So in order to heal this mental conflict, we must align with our truth. We must embrace our truth and live our lives for us, not for somebody else. Drop the things that offend your soul. This is how you heal. This is how you resolve mental conflicts, right? Okay, let's keep going with some more messages. Let me know in the comments below if this reading is resonating with you. I would love to know if this is helpful. If you find this to resonate, you know, with what you're working on right now, currently. All right. Ooh, okay, this one's coming. Good fortune. Awesome. You know, yeah, you're gonna have a stroke of good fortune. As I mentioned, like success, like, you know, this is abundance. Good luck. You may even have an opportunity come in for you, but I feel as though this group is very well off, or that this group will be very well off. Like you have your life figured out, or this is kind of like your lifetime and your soul path to really figure out your abundance in this life. I think that's going to come very easily for you guys, as far as like finding success in your career, in your family life. You know, if you choose your family rather than a job, for example, you're going to be really successful. You're going to be really happy. You're going to have the family that you want. These types of things are coming through because of that earth energy, because of that Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. That's abundance. That's groundedness. We have guidance, and let's pull one more card for group 2. What else? What guidance are they receiving? What good fortune are they receiving? What can we know about that? Whoa, okay. That actually, a lot came out. I am gonna take action, but I wanna pull one more card because I feel like a lot wanted to come out, and that to me means there's another message in here. All right, what is this action? What is this guidance? I feel for you that you're making moves, like you're making strides. The universe is guiding you, your soul's guiding you to action, to take steps, to build on things. Like you're building on your foundations. Maybe that's like in your own career, your own business, whatever that is, your family life, you know, like you're building on this, owning a home, you know, finding an opportunity. Okay, and joyful. All right, that's what I feel. These things, it's not that you're gonna be unhappy doing these things, because I don't want that message to come through either. So Spirit is reminding me to like make a point of this as well, is this isn't a feeling of like not being unhappy with your accomplishments, because you'll be very happy. Like the actions you're taking, being a very active person, I feel like, in your motivation, right? You have that ambition, you have that drive, you're being guided in your actions as well towards good fortune, towards your happiness. So this, don't doubt that is happening for yourself through this journey, through your life path. That is ultimately what is being achieved, and what, your soul wants for you in this lifetime as a child of the cosmos. I just want to remind you guys, you are a child of the cosmos. So you're tapped into that. And I feel as though, if you get too focused on how things work out or how they don't, right? Like if we get too focused on the fact that things did or did not work out exactly the way we wanted them to, like sometimes we could get hyper focused on that and we could blame ourselves, okay? And that's what really this reading is kind of mentioning. It's like, if you have that tendency to get hyper focused on how things play out, which I'm not saying that you definitely are, but I'm just giving examples for kind of how this could play out, then the idea here is to return to your childhood self, that playful side of yourself, to maybe not taking things too seriously too, right? Like at times we're very serious, and that energy for you, like I'm getting like Virgo, just earth energy, but Virgo energy specifically, as I'm kind of describing this, is Virgos are amazing at staying organized and getting things done and noticing all the details of things. And on the flip side, if that energy is too strong or, you know, takes over, then you can lose kind of the carefree, joyful nature and free nature, that kind of going with the flow and letting go and, you know, it's just seeing what happens can be like. So that's the childhood, that's the child side of yourself that is always wanting to kind of like be remembered, or be, you know, your soul's wanting you to remind you of that. All right, so let's see what final messages we have for group 2. Okay, let's see. Okay, these cards are flying for this group. But we're gonna get the right message to come through. What card wants to come through? Once these cards cooperate. All right, there we go. That was a good shuffle. All right, anything that I missed for group? All right, we got this card. It says, let love be your beacon. Awesome. So this is listening to your heart. She's holding this almost like a lantern that's heart-shaped above her heart chakra. We also got connected here to the heart chakra, right? So this is like intuitive energy, listening to your intuition versus the mental conflict. Like if you're stuck in a state of mental conflict, practice what feels good. Practice rather than trying to figure out all the different scenarios that could happen. Like maybe for some of you, you might get caught up in the details of things and in figuring out every single outcome. Sometimes we have to kind of let go all of the details of something in order to let love be your beacon, or let your heart guide you intuitively. That your childhood self, you know, didn't maybe have to know everything to know what it wanted, right? Like to know, you knew you wanted something and you didn't have to like think about every single, you know, consequence. We also have infinite blessings. Yeah, this group, we mentioned so many blessings coming through for you. This is confirmation of it for this group. I'm so happy for you guys, because your soul's path is to receive a lot of abundance in this lifetime, is to be blessed with a lot of the things that you're asking for. And I feel too, once you know, if you are using your love as your beacon, like your heart to guide you, it makes things even more like efficient, or maybe, or like easier, effortless. Maybe that's the word. Yeah, effortless. It makes it even more effortless, you know, and you can release some of that mental conflict and let that go. Give yourself, you know, meditation. I know it's hard to stick to a routine, but you don't have to. You can just listen. Again, you let love be your beacon. Just intuitively meditate when you feel guided to, and don't beat yourself up if you don't do it like every single day on a specific schedule, because not all of us, I mean, I'm just personally not a scheduled kind of person, routine kind of person. I really like to do things intuitively. So I do all kinds of meditations intuitively when I feel like it. Sometimes, you know, sometimes lighting incense or lighting sage can be, you know, a way of intuitively meditating on something, or releasing energy that is no longer serving us. So group 2, I really hope these messages helped you and were inspirational to you. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and comment down below if I haven't already mentioned that. Comment, let me know if this reading resonated with you, or if you did find it helpful. That just makes me so happy, and also lets me know that you are enjoying my readings. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. I would love to have you as part of our family. And before I leave, please remember that all of the other readings are also in the description box from all the collaborators, and I'll have a list on the screen once again of everybody participating in this awesome collab. If you want even more messages on your soul's path, you can check those out. They're just, I love watching all of them myself, so I know you guys will love that too. And lastly, before you head off, I just want to mention there's a link down in the description box below as well for my website, the readings that I offer, and also for my free ebook all about energy healing, how you can tap into those abilities. So if that interests you, then you could check that out. But of course, be sure to also watch the other readings. That's gonna do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have your pile right here with the ruby kyanite combo stone. And if I haven't already said it on my channel before, I think I might have, but if you didn't know, kyanite is a really great stone. This is like a blue kyanite. It's great for all your chakras. It's also self-charging. So it's also like, if you were to put this with other stones, it is self-cleansing, self-charging, so it will help your other stones and cards and all great stuff. So love this stone. And I just felt like, you know, with this reading, with this soul path, we're tapping into higher energies, higher vibrations. So I thought that might be helpful to know. Get yourself some ruby kyanite or just plain blue kyanite. I love working with that stone. Okay. Let's start with your tarot cards first. We're going to tap into your soul's path. Remember, I do like to mention that your soul's path isn't necessarily your career or exactly like what's going to happen in your life. This is what you're learning. These are lessons that are coming up for you. This is your overall like soul's journey, where you're being guided, why, what you're learning, your lessons. Okay, let's tap into your tarot cards. We have the Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, with patience. And I should mention that these cards also have other messages. So this one's maturity for the Emperor, patience for the Knight of Pentacles. We have Seven of Swords with betrayal. And then we have King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of masculine energy for this group and for this reading. And that to me, there's almost a healing of masculine energy that's coming through for this group. So you may be guided to, I almost feel like there's also like a lot of male influence too here in your lesson. So I feel like this is past life energy as well as this life. Like there's a masculine or male. This could be your father. This could be an older mentor male figure. Maybe you have a difficult relationship with your father. I feel like this is very much a part of your soul's path. For some reason that is coming through is that like this relationship with your father, and I feel like this has been a past life thing, okay? That you've had these issues before, and that you're learning a deeper lesson from all this energy. Like you're creating your own stability in your life, overcoming masculine, like toxic masculinity. That's okay. Toxic masculinity. I'm so, you know, whenever this type of stuff comes up, I just want to send, you know, positive energy, healing energy to you guys, because I do feel like this can be a difficult energy to deal with in this lifetime, but it is connected to your soul path. So we're going to tap into why that is. Let's check out your oracle card as well to go into further depth with this. It says called, okay? Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So this is like, okay, it's like your soul gifts has to do with masculinity. So whether you're male or female, this really isn't kind of like for one or the other. Any one of you in group 3 can tap into this masculinity. I feel as though too, you're learning in this lifetime to heal any toxic masculine relationships that you have had within yourself, because sometimes those can trigger toxic masculinity, or, you know, the divine masculine that isn't in alignment can trigger this desire to escape. And this energy of wanting to escape, wanting to do everything by yourself and go it alone, whether that's cutting connections out of your life, like partners or friends. There's this almost this feeling of like, I need to do this by myself to prove my power and to prove my strength. That's how I feel about this. I'm getting that message come through, especially with the Emperor, because the Emperor he's such a strong figure. There's this desire for you to prove your own strength. And maybe it's proving it to yourself, maybe it's proving it to your father or somebody else in your life, but it causes a challenge of isolating yourself. And I'm not saying all of you are doing this. Maybe this resonates for some of you, maybe not for all of you. You know, take what resonates. And I also, you know, this is not something to be ashamed of. These are messages, these are lessons that we all learn. I mean, we've all been there. I've definitely been here myself, where I thought I needed to do everything myself. And I needed to prove that I was powerful, that I wasn't a weak person, that I was in control of my boundaries. And I feel as though for some of you, you've been hurt before. You've had people walk over and push over your boundaries. And that makes it feel safest to be by yourself, to do things by yourself, right? To like not have to rely on anybody else. And your soul's path is leveling this up, is learning through this, learning how to not only be there for yourself, but also to manifest, to bring in the people who will help you by putting out there that you're asking for positive help. Sometimes we feel like the past relationships are going to define all of our future relationships. So we bring in the same people over and over again because we're aligned with that energy. So this group, you know, this is all about, yes, having awesome boundaries. Yes, knowing what you want and going for it and not having to always rely on everybody else, you know, like knowing that you have that strength in yourself and you can do so much by yourself, but that it's also okay to have people around you that help you and support you and that you deserve that. Okay, I just had to change my camera's battery really quickly. So if anything's changed, that's just why. If it shifted a little bit, it's just because I had to change the battery. But I just want to tap into, again, the fact that you deserve support in this lifetime, and that's what you are reconciling and healing. You're creating stability in your life. You're creating the reliability of others, especially male figures for a lot of you in your life. You're manifesting this, your soul's, I know this is just one, I know you're like, well, this is my whole soul's path is to, well, if you are asking that, I don't know if all of you are, but here's the thing is, this could be a huge karmic lesson in this lifetime, right? Like, I feel like you not only are you transforming the relationships and connections in your life to the divine masculine, but also within yourself too. And being able to trust again. So what I feel too, because I am being drawn back to this oracle card that says called on it, you are being called into greatness. The challenges that have forced you to be on your own, you know, maybe you had to fend for yourself for a while. Maybe you had to really start from scratch by yourself. You know, you may not have had a supportive team behind you, but you're resourceful now. You have skills, you have talents that you had to figure out by yourself. Like you find ways to make things work because you know that you can't always necessarily rely on somebody else to do things for you. So you're very self-sufficient. That's what I'm hearing, group 3. And that has made you have to grow up early. You had to grow up earlier than other people because you had to take care of yourself for many of you. And I do feel like you are called to step up in a big way in your soul's path in this lifetime. I feel like there's a lot to that. I feel like there's more to that. I do feel like those messages are gonna come up soon. So let's tap into that by starting with some more oracle cards. I feel like the message is coming through. It wants to come through. You're stepping up. You're stepping up to the throne. We have the Emperor. You are a leader. You're stepping up as a leader. Like, it could be a leader to other people, like friends, other people around you. It could be in a leadership, an actual leadership position in your career. But that's that masculine energy as well. Like I said, it's like you're healing divine masculine within yourself. You're stepping up as a leader. But it can be lonely at the top. So it's important to welcome in others who are going to help you and assist you. and to not always feel like you have to do everything on your own. Okay, let's keep going with some more oracle card messages. As I mentioned, let's see what else comes through. Energy. This is a very orangey red energy card. Okay, it says life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. I feel like a lot of power from this group. Like the energy is shifting now as we kind of go and move and shift into your power, into what you're being called to do. So that's what I feel like this reading wants to shift now. And another orangey card, like I feel like this grounded like direction. Okay, we have discernment. See the truth of the situation, use common sense, and do not be fooled. Pay attention, your intuition knows. You've learned major discernment in who you can trust. And that's what makes you such a good, confident ruler. Like, I know I said ruler with the emperor, but I meant like leader, right? Like, but you do kind of like rule over your surroundings because you have this clear discernment. Like, I feel like you can tell when people are lying to you. You can tell, like, you can call BS on people easily. You may not always do that out loud, but you're like, all right, I know I can't trust this person. You have this ability to see the truth of a situation and common sense. Like I mentioned before, like you've had to grow up early. You've had to mature earlier than maybe other people. Because of that, you know how to listen to your intuition. You know how to not be fooled, right? Like you have common sense. All of this and the flow of this energy. You know what? Okay, so you guys have a very magician energy. I'm kind of like connecting back to the magician. You have, it says soul gifts and training. And with this energy card too, I feel like you have the abilities of the magician in general. Like you can direct energy to what you want, to manifest things. And that's also very masculine energy. Like that's what the divine masculine can do. You can direct energy outward, like just this outward force of energy that's really, really powerful. And because of that, you may even find that like when you're in a bad mood or like you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you know, kind of thing, everything goes wrong because your energy is just so powerful that it just like starts affecting things instantly, like all around you. So that's like that's a power that you have. And I feel as though you're being called to step up into the throne, to step up into your masculine energy and power from a place of intuition. And, you know, because that's like the perfect combination is to have this inner guidance, inner intuition, which I feel as though if you don't feel like you're there yet, this is your soul's path. Like this is what you are learning and enhancing and expanding and becoming, is this like force to be reckoned with. That is the message that's coming through. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going. We have more oracle cards. So let's shuffle. Let's see. What else am I missing? What else does group 3 need to hear? Let's see. What does group 3 need to know? Maybe I missed something. What else? Oh, okay. This one has come through. Reflection. All right, let's see. One card, another card for group 3. We're seeing what else does group 3 need to know? You are a force to be reckoned with. That's what I heard. Okay, that came through strong. Oh, wow. Soulmates. We have refinement. That really wanted to come through. I think I saw that. Okay. But soulmates is coming through too. And again, I feel like there is partnerships, right? Like I feel as though partnerships is still a very important part of your life. Relationships, connections. And you don't want to miss out on a connection because you're really like leaving that behind, or like escaping, you know, because you're trying to escape a past situation or a past relationship, and you cut yourself off to your soulmates. And soulmates could be romantic, but they're also our friendships. They're also other connections too. So divine timing and transformation also wanted to come out. And this is such a like a power card too, with transformation, refinement, reflection, soulmate. Your soul's path is a time for reflection on the past, right? For reflection on other relationships, and using that time of reflection to refine yourself, to refine your energy. Because what I feel too is like, as I said before, when you like shoot out that energy, it is powerful. I mean, I do want to kind of point out like this orangey root chakra, like sacral chakra energy. The sacral chakra is orange. The root chakra is like red. But these are all lower chakras, right? That you're like grounded firmly in with this, the Emperor as well. The Emperor is like the strong foundation that you have. I do think that in this lifetime as well, you're meant to connect with a deep soulmate connection and relationship that comes after a time period of self-reflection and refinement and opening up again, transforming and opening up again. So transforming from that experience with perhaps toxic masculinity, like I mentioned, and letting everything kind of unfold as it wants to with this divine timing card. So if you're waiting on a soulmate too, if you're waiting on that connection, it's important to remember, you know, divine timing ultimately is going to kind of affect when you two are ready to meet, because of a lot of reflection and refinement that you're moving through and working through at an inner level. I also feel with divine timing that you may already be with your soulmate. You may already have connected with this person, but that as powerful as you are, divine timing always kind of rules, you know? Divine timing always has the final say. So there's a level of surrender here as well, a reminder of surrender. But interestingly enough, it feels called, right? I feel like these two are connected as well, divine timing and called. I feel like in divine timing, you're going to be called to awaken to even greater gifts that you are transforming into, that you haven't yet unlocked. Soul gifts and training. You're in training to release these soul gifts. And what I feel like it is connected with as well, like once again, is the divine masculine and in magician energy, which I keep mentioning that tarot card because I see you with your wand, which is the fire energy, directing things, leading and directing, like being in power over that. So I feel like you're going to enhance those abilities throughout your life. And that really is your soul's path, is to become a great influencer of energy and of people around you. This is like, again, emperor status here, like leadership status. So, all right, let's see what some final oracle cards say for my group threes. Let's see. I feel like there's something in addition to, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull, I may have to pull another card because there's another message coming through. But let's see, maybe this is coming through in this deck. Let's find out for my group. Wow, okay, we have two fly out. We have assurance and ideal course of action. All right, so that's what I feel is you may be needing assurance of the steps that you have taken so far toward your goals. And that's why divine timing is coming up as again. Okay, so this is the message that's coming through as well, is you may even be refining yourself during this time, and it may feel like you've been waiting forever for the stability you're trying to build in your life. This is your soul's path, is to gain this stability. And what I mean by stability, this is like being in control. This is having your house that you want, your location, like your lifestyle that you want. Feeling in control, feeling like you've crushed your T's and dotted your I's, you know, like that everything is in its right place. And this is assurance that you are taking the right path, that you have been, I mean, assurance, ideal course of action. You're in the right, you're doing the right work, you're taking the right actions. It's just that there's refinement and reflection that is happening underneath the surface that you might be like asked to be doing to receive this in divine timing. That's what's happening, because you're undergoing a whole transformation. This is what reflection and refinement leads to, is a whole transformation. Maybe for some of you that means meeting your soulmate to create a bond that is strong and that you can rely on and has stability that you want in a relationship. Maybe it's in a career, maybe it's both, maybe it's all of these things. It's like all aspects of your life coming together. I'm picking like 4, like family, relationship, career, home, like I don't know what those 4, you know, legs to the throne would be, but like these things are all coming together for you to reach your ideal. And this is just a matter of divine timing at this point. It's not that you haven't been doing the right thing, okay? So that message really wanted to come through for you guys. I hope that was helpful. I think that was the final message that I was like feeling it. I was like, something wants to come through. Like, you guys need to hear this. So yeah, assurance, ideal course of action. You are taking the steps, the right steps. And this to me says you're aligned with your divine masculine side, because the divine masculine is all about action, moving forward, having a destination and a focus and achieving that. But it does require the balancing of the divine feminine as well. So that's another message to remember is, oh my gosh, yeah. And doesn't this have, okay, yeah, so this does have kind of like the masculine, feminine. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's like this balance. All right. This is what I'm going. It's the balance of 2, right? Like the winter and the summer. The winter is the time of rest. That's the divine feminine energy. It's a balance that you're creating between the 2. And you have, as I said multiple times, you have that strong divine masculine energy. You're reconciling it. You're healing it. You're refining your energy by creating that balance between the 2. And you're doing it correctly, right? Like you're taking the steps appropriately. Focus on reflection and refinement, and the divine timing will follow for sure. Okay, group 3, I hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know if this reading was helpful. I would love to hear that. I'd love to know if you are enjoying my readings, and if you are, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings if you haven't done that already either. And then before I head off, I do want to mention again, you'll see the list of tarot readers who are part of this collaboration on the screen, and you could check their channels out below to gain even more messages about your soul's path. There's a reading from each of them, just like this one, to let you know and give you even more messages about your soul's path. I love watching them myself, as I mentioned, so I know you guys will like them too. Finally, if you would like to find out how you can get a reading from me and other things that I offer, my website is linked down below, and you will be able to download a copy of my free ebook all about energy healing from that link as well. So it pops up and you can download the free ebook. So excited to share that with you if you haven't seen it already. But that's going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, celestial beings who chose group 4. I have your pile right here with the Smokey quartz on it. So if you're ready to find out what messages your higher self has for you about your soul's path, about what comes through, about lessons that you are learning in this lifetime, what you are accomplishing in this lifetime, then let's dive into your reading. Let's dive into your pile, your tarot cards. First, I'm just going to set your stone aside with the rest of the stones. Okay, we've got a good collection going here from the other piles, but we have pile 4. Okay, let's see what your messages are. We have the Star with wishes. All right, we have Ace of Pentacles with luck. Happiness with the Sun card. Oh my gosh, you guys are a lucky, lucky group. And we have Justice with balance. Wow. Wow, this group is just exuding happiness, exuding this joyful energy. When I was pulling these cards out, I did sense that this group is either crystal children or that you're rainbow children. Okay, that you're either rainbow or crystal, that you're star seeds, that you're light workers. I definitely saw rainbows and crystals when I was pulling these out. So you may be drawn to rainbows, a lot of bright colors. Your aura itself is bright. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, not all of you have experienced maybe everything perfect in your life, but you've always managed to make it a positive scenario, to see the positivity in things, to remain hopeful. And this group, wow, I'm really like, I'm kind of like stunned. I'm like floored with your energy right now. Especially with these cards as well, because we have the star, we have the sun. I also, like, you are a beacon of light. Your soul path, group 4, is to be a beacon of light to others. I also just see you as this pillar of light. This pillar of light where you are a direct source of light from the universe, from the higher realms, from the divine. You're here to balance energies. You're here to bring positivity and good luck. You're meant for good luck in this lifetime with the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel as though it's very effortless. I feel like you won't have to work very hard because you're in the flow. Like, this is what your soul path is leading you towards. This is what you are meant to experience. So if you did have a difficult past, your soul wants you to know that you're walking a path towards love and light and positivity. You're walking a path towards wish fulfillment. Like, I'm hearing as though you deserve this luck. You deserve this balance in your life and happiness. Like, you just deserve to bask in the glow of this light, and like, you exude this light yourself. Wow, I could just keep talking about that forever, just about your glow. But let's keep going. I do have an oracle card here, so let's see what it says. It says, Heraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yes, so this group, what your soul path is to reconnect with your starseed family, reconnect with your home in the stars, and draw that energy down, like that pillar of light that I was mentioning, and grounding that energy in the planet Earth. Because even though you may miss the stars, you may feel like you don't fully belong here, like you have one foot in this world, but also one foot in the next, in the divine realm, and you kind of have to like balance out the two. Like you're standing in both worlds at once and trying to like ground yourself, but missing the stars, missing your starseed family. That even though you may feel that way, you're here, right? We have another star. We have another star card. But you're here, you know, and the sun is also a star too. You're here in this lifetime for a reason, you know, and part of being in this human body is to ground and to really fully embrace the human experience. As I laugh because it's like, as difficult as that is when you're a starseed and you're like, oh, like, this body is so heavy and it's so like, you know, limited. As much as that, yes, that's true, but awakening to your starseed self, the connection, you never lost your connection. It appeared as though you lost it, but you never really did. Your connection with your starseed family is just as strong. We just get distracted by the human experience. So group 4, you're learning to reconnect with your starseed family and use that as a way to exude this light, to spread this light out in your human experience during this lifetime, right? Okay. Whew. That's a lot of amazing energy, really big energy for you guys. So let's keep going with some more oracle cards, see what other messages come through. But group 4, you guys don't have to worry. Your soul path is beautiful. I feel a lot of like put those wishes out there. Just wish big, dream big, have fun with it. Oh, here we go. Okay, mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. That light that you're exuding, that compassion, that loveliness, that optimism too. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't let anybody take that optimism from you. That is your power, right? Because remember, what you give, you also receive. So people who, people who have a negative reaction to your optimism, it's because they want that for themselves. And some people raise to your level when you offer that optimism. Some people meet you at your higher vibration, or some people try to pull you down into their low vibration. And that's just, that's just kind of, not just you, but all of us. If you're a starseed, if you're a light worker. And that doesn't mean that we as starseeds can't have a bad day. I don't mean that we all have to be happy, sunshine and roses all the time. That's not the kind of, spiritual messages that I share, because we all have a balance. We all ebb and flow. But if you generally, some people, and I feel like this group 4 might be able to relate, you guys you're this like bright star, right? Like you almost feel as though, yes, like your life experiences or the world tries to darken that star, tries to like cover up your light sometimes, but you return back to that. You shine bright, you shine brighter. And this is a reminder that that is your power, your compassion, your mercy, your kindness to others. That is your power in this lifetime. That is what you're meant to do, is to be that beacon of hope. And we have prosperity. Told you guys we're good. Good luck. It says, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. Yes. You guys have 2 green cards here too, which I feel like your heart chakra is like strongly awakened already. I feel like you might have entered into this lifetime with multiple chakras already, especially your higher chakras. You may have found your higher chakras were already like ignited, starting like with your heart chakra, like just like they're all ignited here. And it took a little, maybe it takes a little more effort in this lifetime to ignite and brighten your lower chakras, just so that you can ground yourself more. But that's really what's part of your soul's mission here, and your soul's purpose and path is to ground those. But prosperity. This is awesome. This is great. Let's keep going. I feel like it's just gonna keep getting better and better. Okay. But yeah, your soul's path is to enjoy abundance as a physical, human experience. And you do this through your kindness to others. Like prosperity just comes to you when you're kind to others, when you're exuding this light, when you're asking for these wishes, making these wishes to the stars. Yeah, so let's keep going. Oh, manifestations, and like a ton of cards flew out, but manifestation came through. So you are a master manifester in this lifetime. Your soul path involves manifestation, a strong connection to your alignment, like your alignment with the prosperity and abundance in your life. You have just a good heart. Like this group just has a beautiful heart. All right, let's keep going. It's just like, hey, group 4, hey, I see you. You have a beautiful heart. All right, let's keep going. But yeah, you're meant to experience prosperity in this lifetime. Let's see what else. Synchronicities, thrive. I told you this reading was just gonna get better and better. Group 4, congratulations. Your soul's path was to be killing it. Killing it throughout this lifetime. Okay. Yeah, like manifestations, aligning with synchronicities, 444, 333, 222, 1111, whatever. Like you're seeing them all, right? Like you just see synchronicities at every turn. I feel like, you know, we all have that, you know, people have synchronicities time to time. Yours is like all the time. Like you're meant to thrive. You're connected with your divine, you're connected with your starseed family. They're helping you out a lot. You know, call on them. They're helping you thrive in this lifetime and you deserve it. I feel like, you know, if you're thriving in this lifetime, it is because you have really leveled up. Like your energy is really high vibrational. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Appreciate it. Yeah, your energy is high vibrational. I mean, what more can I say, right? Like you're thriving. That's what you're meant to do here. That is your soul's path. This is where your soul is guiding you. Oh my gosh. Pile 4. It's just like I'm giddy from how like awesome this reading is. Okay, let's keep going. Hopefully you guys are feeling it. Let me know in the comments below. Please let me know. You know, the message is coming through here is that this is just like, it's almost like I see you guys as like fairies dancing or like these whimsical lights, you know, like, like you may be connected with fairies or starseeds, alien, you know, this kind of like otherworldly, that's what I'm feeling, is whimsical, ethereal, otherworldly group of human beings that are tapped in, tuned in to this higher realm, and you're connected, like you're backed by a lot, like high vibrational energies helping you out in this lifetime to raise you up so that you can do your work. That's okay. That's what they're saying, is that you're here to thrive so that you can do the work that's needed to help the earth, to help the planet, to help other human beings. So they're going to take certain obstacles away from you in some ways to help you thrive and manifest certain things, because you're needed in that mercy, kindness level. Like you may be challenged with remaining compassionate sometimes, or challenged with some people who see your light and try to, you know, bring you down to their level because they're afraid to step into your light. They're intimidated by that. But your starseed family, your light beings, your guides, your angels, like they definitely are removing certain obstacles in your path throughout this lifetime to help you. Okay, so you may find like something's going really bad and then you just have this crazy stroke of good luck where you're like, whoa, I just like dodged a bullet. Like that could have been so much worse. And it's because like they're just showing me like them like, you know, giving you nudges and like, you know, star family, star seeds and guides always are kind of helping everybody, right? Like they're always helping them experience their best life, you know, for their soul's path, for any of these groups. But for you guys specifically, I feel like they are like helping you a lot at the physical, like 3D level, so that you don't have to worry about those things as much, so that you can thrive in your spiritual level. Like, I hope I'm explaining that right. Am I explaining that right? They're removing obstacles. They don't want anything to get in your way. You know, they're guiding you because they don't want anything major to get in your way in this lifetime, so that you'll be able to fulfill your destiny and your soul's path. Like they need you to do that because you're helping the planet. So you're helping create the new earth, I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right, we have renewal of peace. So as I mentioned before, if part of this lifetime, like if you're saying, hey, that's all great and everything, but like I've struggled, you know, like I didn't have a perfect life. Everything wasn't so easy. I feel as though, okay, this is confirmation. All right. We'll get to these in 1 second, right? But just to let you know, I feel as though your peace is being restored. Yeah, that's really what the message is that, okay, you may have had those challenges to teach you, to get you to reconnect, you know, longing for home, that homesickness for the stars, like reconciling all of that and getting through some maybe like other blockages or difficult situations to then be able to thrive, to then be able to align with peace again. And look at this, we have maintain your childlike spirit. Like this is you. I feel like this is your very self. Like you always kind of exude, and maybe not all of you, this might resonate with some of you, but what I'm hearing is like group 4, you exude this like childlike spirit. And they're saying, like I was saying before, don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that optimism, that childlike spirit that always believes in the impossible, that always believes that anything can happen and that the universe is so limitless and amazing. You know, like that energy is so powerful for you, and that is something that you should never ever lose. And then we have expansion. I mean, expansion. It's just this beautiful, intense expansion of yourself, of your energy, the new earth. That's like what I feel like when you look at this card, I see like the new earth. Look at these hands, these people's hands holding each other, connecting. Like I feel like this peace, this expansion, this enlightenment. Wow. This was such a fun reading. I feel like these are all the messages that want to come through for you guys. I hope these messages were helpful to you and just confirmed some of the things you were feeling about being otherworldly, because you really do bring that energy with you to this experience, to this human experience and on your soul path. And it's what you're meant to bring here onto this planet to help heal others, to help level up and expand us to this new earth. So I'm gonna end it on that note. I think that's what's really important for you guys to hear. Please let me know in the comments below if that is helpful. If you resonate with that, I would love to know. And it would help me to know too if you are enjoying my readings. I would love that so much. If you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel if you do resonate with my readings, and if you want to join this family of celestial beings. I feel like you guys are celestial beings. So feel free to join our family here on YouTube if you aren't already subscribed. I do want to mention as well that you should definitely check out the rest of the channels that also have soul path readings for you guys. I love watching all of these readings as well, so I know you guys will enjoy them. I'm just so grateful to be part of this collaboration that the Love and Tarot has put together for us. Lastly, if you want to find out about further readings from me, you can check out my website and what I do offer. It will also lead you to a way to download my free ebook all about energy healing and those kinds of abilities and how I tap into energy and how I've kind of used that to enhance my energy healing abilities. So that's going to be linked in the description box below. But that's going to do it for this reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.